Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nayo Nails. In this video, I'm going to do a full chained nail encapsulated inside forever in Meg's finger. Or maybe the nail, not the finger. Okay.
Yeah, in my finger.
Yeah, in your finger, that'd just be a bit weird.
Yeah.
It'd be like kind of like a forever piercing, which wouldn't be.
Oh, that's not that bad.
It's not that bad. I thought you'd dig that. So yeah, you'll see what I mean. Right, so I've already prepped Meg's nail. So I've already removed the surface shine, I've done the cuticle work. This is Megan's first time coming to me. I'm so excited.
I'm never leaving, I'm just going to live here.
Meg's totally leaving Lincoln
Yep.
and moving to Stoke.
Oh.
Bye,
It's
Lincoln.
so beautiful around here, I wouldn't even mind.
Oh, I'm not made up say that. It must be really
I'll get
bad
the house
in
next door with the big gates.
Yeah. Right, so we're going to work with this ballerina shape.
Coughing.
Pardon? Coughing. That's coughing. This is a ballerina. Come on now. And we're going to encapsulate the chain. So I know I've done like a chain video before, but it was all on top of the nail. I want to encapsulate it so it really does last, because people say, oh, well, that wouldn't last on me because I do too much with my hands. So, I mean, to those people, I think they need to go and find a different job. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. But I think it'd be nice to see how we can encapsulate some chain as well, so we can have some fun with this. So I've got my foam on. I'm going to use the nail prep dehydrator just to dehydrate that nail plate. That has been obliterated by somebody else, not me. Just putting that out there. Like I said, it's the first time I've done these. Won't be the last though. Right, then acid primer just on that natural nail. That has been obliterated by somebody else, not me.
How many times are we going to hear that this video?
A few times. Just a few times. I'm going to use crystal clear. And we're going to build out a very, very, very thin layer of clear acrylic. It needs to be thin because we are going to encapsulate. Now, but we also need a thin layer underneath, because imagine if we didn't put this thin layer underneath, you would actually feel the chain on the underside of the nail. We don't want that, because that would just get really dirty and nasty.
So you are doing it clear?
Yeah, we're doing it clear.
Oh right, I thought you said you were doing it in the front.
No, you're not here for that conference meeting?
Maybe in the kitchen.
Yeah, I am. We're going to go to a number 4. Nice and long. And we're going to sandwich the chain between this layer of acrylic and then the top layer of acrylic. It needs to be very thin here as well. This layer is just going to help everything adhere. So when people come to me and have tuition, I show them how to create this very thin layer. They actually sit there and go, oh, it is really thin. It is really thin. I think the camera is a little bit deceiving. The camera does put weight on. just putting that out there.
That's why I stay behind the camera.
Yeah, just putting that out there. I'm really like, about 4 stone. No, not. I wouldn't want to be 4 stone either. So yeah, we've got this thin layer. Make sure everything's nice and seamless. Then what we're going to do, I've got a variety of chain here. Some is just broken up jewellery. Some pieces I've just picked up from here, there and everywhere. I have to make sure this is long enough. Yes. Tell you what, your fingers are so greasy.
I thought they were just young and supple.
Yeah, they're very sweaty. Do
I
think
know.
you might have to go to the doctors.
I have clammy hands.
But yeah, they are clammy.
I know.
I'm not going to. Right, so we want to cut up. What we'll do is we'll get this one. This one will be the longest. So we'll just look at the length on this. And I'm going to use this one as a guide now, and then I'm going to cut some more chain. Right, so for this next bit, for my next trick, I need some gel residue wipe-off solution. Now, you could do this with acrylic, and Adam has just stated that, why don't you just do it with acrylic? Well, yes you could, but it would be very, very tricky. This is going to be a lot easier. We are going to adhere the chain using Aquagel. And we're only going to use it to adhere. We're not going to encapsulate it with the Aquagel or anything like that, because it's just going to adhere. Oh, look at that. From the previous video. And we only need a thin layer. So we are going to disperse this product over the entire length of the nail. Now we're not building up any structure with this. We're literally doing a nice thin coat. Just so we can apply the chain. So we just keep chasing it all the way down, patting and pressing it. Get rid of the excess. And drag over it with a bit of pressure to make sure it's not thick. So I'm just going to place a chain onto that nail, just pressing it into the Aquagel. I want to make sure it sits really flat at the cuticle area. Same again with the other chain. So if you did this with acrylic, you'd have far less time to manoeuvre it around. However, you could do it with a builder gel, if you're a gel technician. I'm just going to repeat this until I've completely filled the nail. So now I've filled the nail, I am going to go into the lamp. You'll notice that I've left a little border towards the cuticle area because that's going to be the thinnest part. We are going to put crystals there because this nail deserves crystals, obviously, and so does Meg. She deserves a bit of bling. But the reason I've gone so thin there is because I don't want to file through the chain. I mean, it's inevitable that we will hit the chain at some point with the nail file, but I don't want to hit it at that vital area that could lift. We want to make sure that's just filled with acrylic, it's nice and neat, it's streamlined, and then we can put the stones on and you'll never know there's that little gap. Just that there, it's not secure as much as I would like it. So I'm going to add a little bit of clear acrylic there before I do anything. And I probably just went a little bit too thin with the aqua gel. Everything else is pretty secure. So now we're going to encapsulate with clear acrylic. You want to make sure it's like a medium to wet consistency, because you want it to sit in between all of those little tiny gaps. I'm going to work from the tip all the way up. So I'm going to check that free edge because I want to pinch this nail and I don't want to lose any of that valuable time of pinching it. I'm dipping my fingers into the acrylic powder before I'm pressing so I don't stick to the acrylic. The timing of pinching this nail will be really, really important because it is going to be a thicker nail than I would usually do, because we're encapsulating something that's quite chunky already. So I'm going to put the pinching tool on now as well. Take off the foam. Pretty hot. Thank you. Right, I'm going to use an electric file now to refine the shape and also be a little bit stronger for when I hit the metal pieces. And I'll just get rid of them. Rather than using a hand file and obliterating the hand file trying to file through the metal, it'll be a lot easier with an electric file. Also, I think you should use one, use an electric bit that's an old one. You don't want to, ruin something that's brand new because you're going to hit metal. Now I'm going to go in with my hand file and just refine it a little bit further. Right, so now I've filed and buffed, I'm going to wipe over with some acetone to smooth it so I can see the clarity of it. So even where we've hit a little bit, it doesn't really matter. What I'm going to do is I am going to top coat underneath first. That'll make it extra transparent. And then over the top. That looks great with the top coat on.
Love that.
Put that in one. So now I'm going to put some stones around the cuticle area. So I'm going to use a little bit of It's Clear Dear. So It's Clear Dear is Acrogel. So I'm going to pop that around the base here by the cuticle area. And I'm going to feather it out. And we're going to top coat, so we're not curing, top coating, and then we'll put the stones onto that layer. Oh yeah, it needed a bit of bling though.
Looks beautiful.
It's a good job I'm here. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you do. Pop me that in the lamp. Ah, looks a bit nice. I love the fact that it's see-through.
I know.
That's so cool. Hey y'all guys, I hope you enjoyed this video with the gorgeous Meg Feathers. Is it feathers or feather?
Feather.
Feather. Just
Just
feather. What's your Instagram then? What's the actual?
at Meg Feather.
Meg Feather.
Yeah.
Meg Feather on Instagram. What's your YouTube? Same. Meg Feather.
Yeah, just Meg Feather.
Yeah, if you want to see how she does her beautiful makeup on her beautiful face, it's very gorgeous, very jealous. She's only 17. Oh my god, what's that all about? 17. Oh my god, I did not look like that when I was 17.
Well, you look good for your age.
Yeah, but when I was 17, I looked like a boy
I do look like a boy.
with ginger curly hair.
At least you sound like a female.
You sound like a female.
You just lied to my face.
Tell you what, she's gorgeous and she's still got something moan about. Go follow her. Everything I've used today will be listed below. As always, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Say bye bye. Come on.
Bye.